Let's talk about schema evolution in Snowflake with a quick, fascinating demo. Schema evolution is one of those topics that folks might encounter, especially if you're looking at building applications that are resilient to changes and evolving as new data type and new formats comes into play. Schema evolution is something you definitely want to look into, and Snowflake supports that. It's fascinating. Let's jumping into a quick demo. Here is a scenario we have. If you're going to try this, links to all of this will be in the description below. You can go on Medium and check out the Medium blog post. It does have every script for you to follow. Hopefully you love this. Here is a scenario. We have a medical device. This device is going to send us a payload of JSON, something very common in the IoT space, med device, med technologies, manufacturing, supply chain. You turn to get data coming in this format as JSON in a payload that could look like this. In this case, we have initial device data. It does have a couple of attributes: device ID, patient ID, heart rate, and then we have a JSON with blood pressure and temperature. What you're going to do is upload the data to a stage, or you can have a Kafka topic using Snowpipe streaming and bringing that into Snowflake. But whatever means you use or choose to work with, just assume that data lands into Snowflake, in this case, in the Snowflake stage. Once that data is in the Snowflake stage, here's what we can do. We're going to create a file format in JSON. This file format will tell us how to read and parse that JSON data. The next thing to showcase schema evolution is this function called infer schema. This is cool. Here you infer schema based on a particular location. Our location is a stage we just looked at. We're specifying the file. This infer schema can actually look at that file and generate what that schema looks like. You can imagine if you have a really complex JSON file, being able to quickly infer schema and have all the attributes like this could come in really handy. Some of these files could have hundreds, if not thousands of attributes and columns you want to use to create a table. Here, we have infer that schema, and it does give us a table format. Now, if you can infer schema, I'm sure you can imagine being able to use that infer schema to create a new table. Create a new table called device data. The attributes for that comes from the infer schema. It's going to take all the schema from this and create this table for us. Do a quick query of device data. We now have a table with blood pressure, device ID, heart rate, patient ID, temperature, which all comes from this file because we've inferred the schema for that. Really easy to go from your device data in semi-structured format and create a table on top. But you might say that doesn't have data in it, and that's okay. We will execute this simple command here, which looks at the stage location. Think about this like your data lake. It will copy data from that stage into the table directly. What you want to do is match by column name, case insensitive. This allows you to quickly ingest that data into that table. Execute this. We've loaded one record. Go back and query this. We now have this record. We can further pass out this variant data type here, where you have your device ID, heart rate, patient ID, and temperature all coming from the data 98.6 coming here. This is a quick way to leverage infer schema to go from your file into a table in Snowflake. Now, there is something more to this that we can show. Let's describe this table we've just created with the infer schema. In here, you have the name, the type, the kind, and this is just a description of the table. There is no schema evolution yet in place, but there is more coming. So just hang on for a second. Let's go ahead and make a couple of changes. I'm going to alter this device table and then set this parameter. Zoom in for a second. Alter table, set enable schema evolution true. This will now allow us to evolve that schema based on new payload types. Now watch what happens when we go ahead and describe this. As before, my screen is a little tight here. Not a lot of real estate to use, but I think we can make this work. These are my attributes. Remember, this is an object because it does have other payloads underneath that. If I scroll to the right here, you now have schema evolution showing here in your describe column. This would tell us when we have schema evolution applied to this table and new columns are added or deleted, right? This is cool. This is cool. So now we've done that. We've enabled schema evolution on that table. We now see this schema evolution record showing up when we describe the table. We can now go back and take a look at this new payload. Imagine you have a sensor sending data. This could be a heart rate monitor, a data set on the manufacturing floor sending the data. Before, we had the data coming in and all we collected was temperature. There was an upgrade to that device. Now we do get oxygen coming in. We get respiration coming in. It's a new data type we want to collect. Let's see how we can pull in this new attribute in Snowflake. Assuming this JSON payload is in your Snowflake stage, now we are copying the new file using the same match column into that table. In a few seconds, it's copied into the same table. If we query the same table, we now see two records coming in. If you go all the way to the right, we now have oxygen saturation coming in and respiration coming in. This schema has been evolved. Before, we did not have this, a dynamic way to manage your schema and evolve it over time. This is cool. One thing, go in, describe this table, scroll over to the right, schema evolution. Now you see evolution type for these new columns, oxygen saturation and respiration, respiratory rate. Do have evolution type column has been added automatically. Let's go back and take a look at one more JSON. You can delete records too. The way Snowflake handles it is it wouldn't necessarily delete the records for you. The deletion doesn't affect it. So let's actually see deletion in action. If I go back into this initial device data evolve to JSON, it doesn't have this attribute. So it's a little bit more slim than the previous one. So what we're going to do is work with this record here. We've deleted some attributes. If I copy that again into my table, nothing breaks. Your job is very resilient. You want to build resilient pipelines and describe this. Everything stays the same, right? We don't see any delete here, but we see the columns that were added. If I query that table, again, we should see 3 records in that table where the attributes were missing. So we deleted heart rate. It keeps that as null. Right now, you can have different views querying this table to show the user the state of the device based on what the user wants. So if you wanted the state of the device before these new attributes were being captured, you can use that. If you wanted a state of that device for analytics after these attributes are being captured, you have access to that. That's extremely powerful. What you can now do here, and this is just a way to close this up, is I can have a view or a table, which if you want, or this could even be a dynamic table in Snowflake, it looks at the initial device data. I can have one here that looks at the evolved data with 2 different table types. You always want to make sure if you create new tables, copy data into that. This last piece is optional. Let's query the first version. You have that data with patient ID and temperature. And if you query the second one, you should have temperature, patient ID, respiratory rate, and oxygen saturation. Schema evolution is a superpower for building data pipelines. And Snowflake gives you the ability to do that. It's fascinating. Links to this will be in the description below if you want to check out the article, the blog post. All of this is on Medium. Give it a like, give it a share, subscribe if you haven't. This has been Fro. I do appreciate you sticking to the end. I'll see you in the next demo.